Hello students. Today I am again here with you with chapter 1 of class 10th mathematics. So we will today do fundamental theorem of arithmetic and the related questions. But before doing that, we must know some basic definitions. So in that, the first definition is what are prime numbers. So first definition is prime numbers. Prime numbers. So those numbers which has only two factors, 1 and the number itself, are called prime numbers. The numbers, those numbers which has only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself, and the number itself are called prime numbers. So you know this definition. This is just a recall. Now, examples of prime numbers are examples. Examples are like this. For example, 2, you have 3, you have 5, you have 7, you have 11, you have 13, you have 17, you have 19, and you have 23, and so on. Now, why these numbers are prime numbers? That is the point to understand. You may know that, but I am just recalling. You take 2, so factors of 2 are, it is divisible by 1 and 2. It has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Similarly, factors of 3 are, factors means by what numbers we can divide 3. So 3 is divisible by 1 and the 3 itself, only two factors. Similarly, factors of 5 are is equal to 1 and 5. Factors of 7 are, what are the factors of 7? These are 1, it is divisible by 1 and it is divisible by itself. Factors of 11 are, 11 is divisible by 1 and 11 itself. So similarly, I will take the last number. Factors of 23 are is equal to 1 and 23. So those numbers which has only two factors. Factors means they are divisible by these. That's, for example, 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 is divisible by 2. So 1 and 2 are factors of 2. 3, it is divisible by 1 and divisible by itself 3. So it has only two factors. Similarly, 5 has only two factors. 7 has only two factors. 11 has only two factors. 23 has only two factors. So those numbers which has only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself, 1 and the number itself, are called prime numbers. So these are the examples and of prime numbers. Now the second part is what are the composite numbers. Now composite numbers, these definitions are needed in the further. These definitions you must know because these terms will be used in the next coming topics. So numbers which has more than two factors, they are called composite numbers. Those numbers which has more than more than two factors, which has more than two factors, are called composite numbers. Composite numbers. Now take examples. Examples are 4, 6, 8, 32, etc. I am taking only 4 examples here to make you just understand, right? So you can see first case, factors of 4 are is equal to 4 is divisible by 1, 4 is divisible by 2, 4 is divisible by 4. So it has more than 2 factors. Similarly, factors of 6 are, it is 6 is divisible by 1, 6 is divisible by 2, 6 is divisible by 3, 6 is divisible by 6. So it has more than 2 factors, that's why it is composite number. Similarly, factors of 8 are, 8 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 4, it is divisible by 8. So more than 2 factors. Similarly, factors of 32 are, 32 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 4, it is divisible by 8, it is divisible by 4, 8, and then 16, and then 32. So all of these numbers has more than 2 factors. That's why these are called composite numbers. All those numbers which has only 2 factors, that is 1 and itself, they are called prime numbers. So I hope the difference between prime numbers and composite numbers is clear to you, and these will be used in the next topics, so that you can understand those things very easily. So after this, doing these definitions, we will move to our basic definition of chapter number 1, that is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. You must understand this theorem. Theorem is very simple. Theorem states that every composite number now composite word is here, we have just studied composite numbers. Every composite number can be expressed, or you can say factorized as a product of primes. Primes means prime numbers, and this factorization is unique, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. Now it is very difficult for some students to understand this definition. Now try to understand this. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, means product of prime numbers, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factor occurs. Let us take an example to understand this very clearly. Let us suppose you have a number 36. Example. You have number 36. Now 36 can be factorized as a product of prime factors. Now see, I am factorizing 36. 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3, 3 and 1. See, you can write 36 as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So you can further write it as 2 raised to the power 2 into 3 raised to the power 2. Now, see the statement. This is a composite number. It can be expressed as a product of prime factors, and this factorization is unique. There is no other factorization for 36. Prime factorization. There is no other prime factorization for 36. This is unique. Only thing is that order can change. Means it can be like this 3 raised to the power 2 into 2 raised to the power 2. But it will remain the same. Now see the definition. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. Okay, prime numbers are there. Product of primes is here. And this factorization is unique. It will remain 2 raised to power 2, 3 raised to power 2. Only the order can change. 3 can come first, 2 can come after, or 2 can come first or 3. But this will be unique apart from the order. Order can be changed. We will take one more example for this. This is example number 1 and there is example number 2. In example number 2 we are taking 50. Now see 50, how we can factorize 50. Now here it is 50. 2, 2 to the 4, 2 5 the 10, then 5, 5 5 the 10, 5 5 the 25 and 5 1 the 5. So factorization of 50 is 2 into 5 into 5, or you can write it as 2 into 5 raised to power 2. You can change the order 5 raised to power 2 into 2, but the factors, prime factor will remain the same, only order you can change. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime factors, and this prime factorization is unique. Apart from order, we can leave the order. Order can be changed. 2 raised to power 2 can come first, 3 raised to power 2 can come later. Similarly, 2 can come first, 5 raised to power 2 can come later. Or we can write 5 raised to power 2 first and then 2. Order we can change, but the numbers will remain same, only their position will be changed. So this is the definition of fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So I hope this definition is very much clear to you, that every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime factorization, product of prime factors, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. Same way, I have given you two definitions of these prime numbers. Prime numbers are the numbers which has only two factors, that is the number 1 and the number itself. For example, these are the prime numbers, and I have given you here the examples with explanation that 2 is a prime number. Why 2 is prime number? Because it is divisible by 1 and 2. Only it has two factors. The factors are the numbers by which the given number is divisible. So 2 is divisible by 1 and 2 is divisible by 2. So it has only two factors. Similarly, 3 has only two factors. It is divisible by 1 and 3. Similarly, 5 is divisible by 1 and 5. So it has only two factors. All these numbers has only two factors. Those numbers which has only two factors, they are called prime numbers. Similarly, the numbers which has more than two factors, they are called composite numbers. These are here 4, 6, 8, 12, 32. 4 has factors. What are the factors of 4? 4 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 4, so it has more than two factors. Similarly, 6 has factors as 1, it is divisible by 1, 2, 3 and 6. Similarly, 8 is divisible by 1, 2, 4 and 8 itself. 32 is divisible by 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32 itself. So these are the composite numbers. So when we know these definitions, we can understand the definition of fundamental theorem of arithmetic, that every composite number, this is a composite number, it has more than two factors, this is also a composite, can be factorized or can be expressed as a product of prime numbers. So we have taken only prime numbers here. You can see 2, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 5. We cannot take other composite numbers when in factorization. We have to write, express the number as a product of primes. So that's why I have taken here prime numbers. So with this, I hope you will understand the definition of a fundamental theorem of arithmetic and the definition of prime numbers. and the definition of composite numbers. So after this we will start the exercise 1.2 in the next video. So you must see this video first. Theorem should be understood properly. You must be clear about composite numbers, prime numbers, so that we can factorize the given numbers in the exercise 1.2 very easily, and you will definitely learn this in a very easy way. So thank you very much.